You feel about being a daddy?
I'm not.
Guess you know what I mean.
So what have you been doing?
Oh, I own a little candy store. It ain't gonna make me famous, but it's kind of a happy way to make a living. All those kids I'll never have smiling up at me. It's nice. It's tough on the figure, though.
Oh, hey, everything looks fine from here.
Where you been all my life?
Do you mind if we ask you a few questions about your relationship with Jack Boland?
I got a better idea. Why don't I talk, you listen? I think it'll come out better that way, more of a flow.
Please, go right ahead.
Jack knew how to treat a woman. He had a way of listening, you know? He made it seem like everything I said was golden. But I don't want to give you the wrong impression. It wasn't just me babbling away. He told me things, too. Things I don't think he shared with anybody else. You see, he didn't have to be a big-shot, hoity-toity businessman with me. He could just be Jack. We were at home with each other. Which is not to say he didn't have a whole other side. He wasn't a man you wanted to cross if you had a brain in your head.
Did you know Bradley Ward?
I knew of him.
Did you know that someone was finally indicted for his murder?
No, I didn't. Who?
Edward Quartermain.
No, that can't be.
He's standing trial in Port Charles as we speak.
That's not right.
What's wrong with it? Myrna, please. Tell us everything you know, otherwise an innocent man might go down for murder.
Mr. Quartermain, you testified that you went back to your apartment after the meeting with Jack Boland, Frank Smith, and Lee Baldwin.
Yes, that's right.
Straight back?
Yes.
No stops along the way?
That's what straight back usually means, Mr. Schultz.
Is there anyone who can corroborate your story?
No, I was alone.
Where was Mrs. Quartermain?
At our home on Long Island.
Did you call her that night?
No, I've already testified that I didn't call anyone that night.
With the exception of Jack Boland.
I did not call Jack Boland.
So you're refuting his testimony that said that he received a call?
Well, a call may have been received. I wasn't there. But I can state without equivocation that I was not on the other end of the line.
So you never told Jack Boland that you had resolved the Bradley Ward matter?
Absolutely not.
Gee, that's amazing. It's truly amazing, the discrepancies in your stories.
Not really. Jack Boland was a liar.
Well, unfortunately, Jack Boland is not around to be challenged. Is he, Mr. Quartermain?
The door. Why are you mad at me?
Who do you think you are? L&B is not your business. You don't have the right to take our matters into your hands.
Sonny beat me here.
Sonny should have just beat you. How many times do I have to say it? Would you just stay out of my life?
Wait a minute. Now I'm suddenly the bad guy? My people didn't kidnap Brenda twice. My people didn't grab your other singer and his girlfriend without their consent and take them someplace they didn't want to be.
It is none of your business. You know, I hate it when you try and control me, especially when you try and do it with your stupid money.
None of this is about control. I offered to buy Sonny out to protect you and Brenda.
Wake up and smell the coffee, Ashton. Sonny and Brenda are lovers, and I'm sure she neither needs nor wants your protection. And I know I made myself perfectly clear on the subject.
You know, I'd really like to know whatever line Sonny used to make what happened in Puerto Rico okay by you.
You know, I'm sure you wouldn't even be able to understand this, but he threw down straight with me.
Mm-hmm. And you swallowed it.
Damn straight I did, and you want to know why? Because unlike you, Sonny has never betrayed me.
You know what I say to that? Let's hope he's not about to set a precedent.
And that is how I know Edward Quartermain did not commit this crime.
I'm convinced.
Me too. Why have you been keeping this quiet all these years?
2 words. Frank Smith. I happen to like living. And when I go, I want it to be of natural causes. Did you know Frank Smith?
No, we missed that.
Yeah, well, count your blessings. A more ruthless man never walked this earth. He made Jack seem like a cuddly little kitty.
Would you be willing to come back to Port Charles and testify to what you just told us?
Well, I mean, I would. It's my civic duty and all, but remember when I said my little candy store wasn't going to make me famous, or it ain't making me rich either. And I'd have to hire somebody to take care of it and fork over the bucks for the travel money. I don't see how I could swing it.
I'm sure Edward Quartermain would be glad to help out, don't you think?
He'd be crazy not to.
In that case, I'll be more than happy to do whatever I can to clear this up.
Good. Edward needs all the help he can get.
Do you believe in coincidence, Mr. Quartermain?
Actually, no, I don't.
Neither do I. So how would you explain the following? 1, Jack Boland comes into this courtroom and testifies under oath that on the night Bradley Ward met his untimely end, you called a meeting and stated that you would take care of him.
That's
2,
true.
Jack Boland further testifies, again under oath, that 30 minutes after the meeting, you made a call and stated that you had done just that. And 3, Jack Boland walks out of this courtroom and manages to get himself murdered. If not coincidence, Mr. Quartermain, what?
Objection! That is all I intend to sit still for, Mr. Schultz. Now, it's bad enough being railroaded by somebody that you have considered a friend for 50 years, but I will not allow you to make unsubstantiated allegations about me and Jack Boland's murder.
Mr. Quartermain.
In spite of the fact that I think he got exactly what he deserved.
Exactly what he deserved, Mr. Quartermain?
I will...
Your Honor, this goes way beyond battering the witness.
I will have order in this courtroom.
Mr. Stannis, your objection is sustained. The jury will disregard this little outburst and it'll be stricken from the record. Mr. Quartermain, you will resume your seat and be silent until asked to answer. Mr. Schultz, you are dangerously close to spending the night in jail on contempt charges. And make no mistake about this, I will clear this courtroom and refuse entry if the spectators cannot control themselves. Continue the cross-examination.
I have no further questions.
You may step down.
What the hell was that? That was Father shooting himself in the foot.
So do you still think he's incapable of murder?
Edward, you just played right into their heads.
Made my job that much harder in the process. Nice work, Edward. Thanks a lot.